All right, we're live. Seeking Peace of Self. Try that again. Seeking Peace of Self, episode 2. This is my podcast. Um, this is going to be about reaching out, not going through it alone. I just got off the phone with one of my VA representatives, nice lady named Ashley, who basically just called to check on me. They're going to check in every week just to make sure I'm doing well, doing a whole lot better. Make sure I'm not thinking about hurting myself or hurting anybody else, which I'm not. And the main thing is about setting up therapy, setting up somebody to talk to. And that's so important because none of us are just an island. We all, no matter how strong you are, we all have to reach out for somebody else in times of crisis. If you're not doing that, if you're just trying to lone wolf it or just tackle this thing on your own, there's a good chance you're not going to make it. And it could end in tragedy. It could quite literally end in tragedy. In the military, in boot camp, basic, you have your buddy. You never go anywhere by yourself. You always have that, that battle buddy. Even in the Navy SEALs, they have the teams. Nobody goes in alone. There's no Rambos in real life that are warriors that just handle everything by themselves. Warriors are meant to work together, to war together, and that's what we do. It's basically just fight this war of mental health and don't try to do it on our own. That's a big part of what I'm trying to do here is build community. And even though my main emphasis is going to be on veterans, it's not just for veterans. Anybody who feels like they may be struggling at times with their mental health, whether they're thinking about suicide or self-harm or hurting somebody else, or just generally just suffering from the blues of depression or stigma related to mental illness, stigma related to seeking treatment or taking medication. I want to talk about it. I want to address all of that. And I want to meet other people who are on a similar journey. I'd like to eventually get into doing some news articles, doing some collaborations and just talking with other people. It's extremely important to have that lifeline. Everybody knows everybody's heard of the suicide hotline. The veterans one is 1-800-273-8255. Anybody can call that. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. If you're having a mental health emergency, you can call that number and be immediately in contact with somebody who's going to walk you through with some coping techniques, help you calm down, help you get to a safe place if you need to be, just basically give you that guidance that you may not be at the time coherent enough to really formulate out on your own. The mind is a powerful thing. When it messes with you or when something's messing with it, it can really throw your whole game off. And it's not about you being a strong person. You can have the most powerful vehicle in the world, the most powerful supercar in the world. But if it doesn't have a steering wheel or you can't access it or the steering's out of whack, you can't control where that car goes, no matter how beautiful, no matter how powerful it is. And it's the same with people. No matter how beautiful, powerful we are or may be capable of being, sometimes we just need somebody to help us gain control, help us get steered back in the right direction. I feel that way a lot. You've got to have somebody to talk to, whether it's a good friend, just, find that audience, good friend, a relative, somebody you trust, a professional, a therapist, your pastor, or your youth pastor, whoever, prayer, meditation, but bring somebody else in. That's my main message. I know I'm repeating myself. I know it's redundant, but don't try to fight it on your own. You don't lift heavy weights without a spot. Somebody to be there to help lift you off just in case you collapse under it. So if anything goes wrong, you need that support. And once you get the feel of that, you can be the support for somebody else. You can be there for another person who needs you. And that's rewarding. That's extremely rewarding. you're helping others in a way that you need help. It gives you just terrific insight into it. Again, no script planned for this one. Just throwing it out there, hitting the thoughts as they come, So, again, if you find this information helpful, give it a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share it with somebody who you think might get some benefit out of it. If you want to join the community, let's get it going. Let's talk about our mental health. Let's talk about being here today and for as many tomorrows as possible. Let's talk about seeking that peace of self. If you talk about it today, you may get the chance to talk about it tomorrow. If you don't, you may not have it tomorrow. Who knows what might go through your mind? So again, reach out. I'm here. I'd love to talk to anybody. You can private message me on here. If you don't see that link, if you don't see how to send a private YouTube message, just post directly on the wall or just give me your social media link. I will look you up. I will find you. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Going to go ahead and get off here now. Just get some things done around the house. Looking forward to the next podcast. Looking forward to the next chance to reach out and hopefully be able to help somebody. Thank you for tuning in.